यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञान घन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्माहमस्मि सोहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि। ओम प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। May the Almighty Shri Lord Venkateshwara bestow all kinds of prosperity, great health with superb immunity, wealth and eternal happiness with Paripurna Lakshmi Katakshams to you and the entire your family and friends. Let us begin Bhagavad Gita. Verse number 64 of 18th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sarva Guhyatamam Bhuyah Shrunu me Paramam Vachah Yashtosi me Dridhamiti Tato Vakshyami te Hitam. Bhagavan Krishna concluded his teaching in the previous words. In the past words, in the verse number 63, Dear Arjuna, I have completed my teaching. So I have given what to be given. Hereafter is going to be your choice. If you wish to continue to the battle, you can continue. If you wish to quit, you can quit. That's all. After saying that, Bhagavan still felt, something, to be given. Because Arjuna, after receiving 18th chapter, he seems to be not clear. Then Bhagavan again continues. In these words, Bhagavan says, Bhuyaha Shrinu. Listen to me again. What? Sarva Guhyatamam Paramam Vachaha Shrinu me Bhuyaha. Again, listen to me the supreme secrets which I am going to reveal. Because you are dearest to me. And Dridhamiti tato vakshami te hitam. I am going to, whatever I am going to say, that is only for your goodness, wellness, well-being. You have faith in me because you are dear to me. After saying this, in the verse number 65 and 66, he concludes properly the Shastram, which is known as Bhagavad Gita. The 66th verse is a proper concluding verse. The 11th verse of 2nd chapter is the beginning words of Gita Upadesham. That Upadesham is concluded by the 66th verse of 18th chapter. He starts, concluding from the 65th verse itself. Then he concludes in the 66th verse. Let us read both those verses. Manmana bhava madbhaktaha madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyah mokshayashyami ma shuchaha. Shastram samaptam. Manmana bhava. Arjuna, you have received the supreme knowledge which I have given. Now I am saying that just, you fix the mind on me. As the Sarveshwara, you know the secret of Ishvara Tattvam now. You know the secret of the individual consciousness, what it is. Not only that, now you know how to equate between the collective consciousness and individual consciousness. Now you can feel the reality in which everything is sustained or everything is obtaining in which entity. Therefore, Manvana bhava, you just fix your mind on me, means you just depend on Ishvara. Mad bhaktaha bhava, be my devotee. Now Arjuna won't ask, how can I become a devotee to you? No, because he remembers the 12th chapter. 12th chapter is the gist of the second Shatkam, from chapter number 7 to 11. Whatever the subject matter been given, this 12th chapter becomes the gist of it, essence of it. Now Arjuna knows how to become a devotee. Therefore, mad bhaktaha bhava, become my devotee. Then madhyaji bhava, and start worshipping me. Instead of saying that, Bhagavan says, be my worshipper. Madhyaji bhava, be my worshipper. Means life is to worship the Ishvara. After attaining knowledge, what the life, that which remains, is to be spent as the worship of Ishvara. Every karma that we see, or every karma that we perform, becomes the worship. But we have to know how to fix our mind with a proper attitude, that which is loaded or packed by the knowledge of equation. Mam namaskuru, just surrender to me. Surrender to all these words, there's a Gita Shastra Phalam. We have to take these words or the impact of the Shastra, the knowledge of Gita. When you are able to assimilate the knowledge, automatically you will become one with Ishvara. You can fix the mind with Ishvara. And what? You will become a devotee of Ishvara. And you will sing, and you can pursue any job, any desire that you undertake is nothing but the worship of Ishvara. Then the surrendering becomes automatically, it becomes a normal phenomenon. Mam yeva aishyashi satyam te pratijane priyosime. Definitely you shall reach me alone. Truly I do promise to you. That's all I promise to you. Because you are dear to me. Priyaha asi. Then he continues in the second verse, means the verse number 66. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. All these meanings which are described in the verse number 65, they are the essence, or they are the result of jnanam, jnana phalam. That's what is being said in one word. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. You just seek me, the non-dual, as your shelter by surrendering or having renounced all actions. That's what Mam ekam sharanam vraja. After giving up, just renounce all actions. Renouncing all action means what? You should know how to do it. That's what, I shall liberate you from all sins. If you are able to do that, I am here to liberate. Liberate means what? I am here to fructify, or I am here to provide the benefit of knowledge. The knowledge means what? Supreme knowledge, the equation between collective consciousness and individual consciousness, which we call it Brahma Vidya. I will provide the fruit of that Brahma Vidya, means what? The result of Brahma Vidya is what? Moksha. Moksha yashyami. I will, or I shall liberate you, means what? I will provide the result of knowledge. That is the sure. Now, mashuchaha. Don't become worried. Now you see, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. But the same God said in the 4th chapter, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. I make myself into manifestation again and again to establish dharma. I protect who follows dharma only. Then now he says, just to renounce all your karma, all your dharma, means it seems to be renouncing all kinds of virtues, moral, ethics, punya. Not only that, all this karma means Vedic rituals to be given or what? No. All those karmas have to be performed, but what is to be given is Deha Abhimana. Deha Abhimana means what? That I am the doer, I am the enjoyer. Ahankara is to be understood properly. By understanding properly, we can separate ourselves from Ahankara. How can it will be possible? Only by identifying ourselves with real self, by obtaining or attaining the Atma Jnanam. That is possible. I can witness my Deha, body, mind and sense complex, including Ahankara. Now everything can be objectified by me. I am the objectifier. Ahankara is being objectified. That's all. It is known as Atma Jnana Palam Advaita Siddhi. Moksha means what? Advaita Siddhi. That's all the conclusion. Now, in simple word, if you want to listen to me, just surrender all this karma phala to me. Then everything you surrender, you just live as an instrument of mine. That's all. And the deep meaning is you live with the identifications, that which is established in me. Then what? All karma phalas will be taken care of or taken care by Ishvara, who is nothing but me, Krishna Paramatma. That's all he concludes. Now Gita Shastram is being concluded. Then the next verse. Idam te na tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachana na cha shushrusha vachyam na cha mam yobhyasuyati. Now Bhagavan says, who doesn't become fit for this education, it should not be given to him. This education has its own value now. So the Shruti, the Smriti is being praised by Lord Krishna. There is a Jnana Stuti. Bhagavan Krishna glorifies the knowledge which he has given to Arjuna by saying that it should not be given to an unfit person who doesn't become befit for the Shastra. Idam, this Shastra, te maya uktam, the knowledge which is being given to you, it should not be imparted to the person who doesn't follow a life of austerity, who doesn't know how to become a devotee, and who doesn't desire of hearing Shastra, who is not a desirer of hearing Shastra, and not to the one who criticizes the Shastra. So all these qualities becomes unfit for learning Shastra. Therefore, you should not impart to those persons. So now, through these words, the Jnana Visheshata means the glory of knowledge is being praised by the Bhagavan. Because if at all you give the person who doesn't deserve for it, it won't work. It will go vain. Not only that, he will mistake and he will become a demon, He will start killing the people, saying that Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. I saw in a movie, a hero who kills the people illegally, but okay, that people are committing adharma, but he becomes like a Ishvara, he imagined, and he kills them, saying Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayashyami Mashuchaha. It's very wrong. It's absolutely wrong. It cannot be acceptable. Means a Shastrajnaha never kill anybody. He becomes a person who is established himself in Dharma Megha Samadhi. He cannot deviate his life from Dharma. Therefore, then alone the knowledge will be beneficial to him. Therefore, we should not give this knowledge to a person who is unfit for it. Then the next words. Yayim amparamam guhyam madbhakteshva bhidhasyati bhaktim mayi param kritva mame vaisheshya samsayah na cha tasman manusyeshu kaschin me priyakrittamah bhavita na cha me tasmat anyah priyataro bhuvi. In these two verses, Bhagavan praises the teacher of Bhagavad Gita, one who teaches. One who teaches this secret, the supreme secret, they will also reach me. Bhaktim mai param kritva. Because without understanding, the people cannot teach. When they teach, the teaching itself will help them to establish their bhakti in me. That will make them reach me, no doubt in it. Therefore, what? Teaching becomes also a great means to attain the liberation. And you may ask the question, once he understands, then alone he can teach, Once he becomes an understood person, he should have got liberated. That's what the concept. When he understands, at that time itself, he becomes a liberated one. But teaching will make him to fit like anything. He will establish well in proper manner. Sometimes this also happens. For example, we were taught these old Upanishads by 3.5 years by our Guru. After teaching, he asked us to start teaching. When we started teaching, then we could get more. Therefore, Shastram is so subtle. The assimilation will take place while teaching. Then they will establish more and more with Advaita Bhakti. That's what the secret of this word. Nacha tasman manushyesu kaschin me priyakrittamaha bhavita nacha me tasmat anyah priyataro bhuvi. That person becomes very near and dear to me. Nobody can come that much closer to me. Therefore, what? So he becomes lovable to me. Nobody can be compared with him. Then in the verse number 70 and 71, Bhagavan praises Shishya Mahima, the glory of a student of this Shastra. Adhyeshyate chaya imam dharmyam sambadam avayoho jnana yajnena tenaham ishtasyamiti me matihi shraddha vananasuyascha shrunuyadapi yonnaraha sopi muktas shubhan lokan prapnuyat punya karmanam. Yaha, the person, adhyeshyate imam dharmyam sambadam avayoho. The person, one who will study this righteous dialogue between us. Between us means what? Between Arjuna and me. Jnana yajnena tena aham ishtaha. The subject matter is what? That is knowledge oriented yajna. This yajna, which is known as jnana yajna, it means what? He commits jnana yajna. When he studies thoroughly, that study becomes then yajna, then what? He becomes very dear to me. He becomes fit to reach me. Then Shrotru Phalam, then the Shishya, how he is benefited. You see, it is said, Shraddhavan anasuyaha shruniyadapi yonaraha sahapi muktaha shubhan lokan prapniyat punya karmanam. In the previous words, in the 70th words, it is said, if a person does parayana, adhyeshyate, just merely, he does parayana, he will also reach me. It means what? When he studies, when he does parayana, that parayana will bring dharma, means punya phala. That will bring a teacher, and it will set a kind of proper environment to receive Shravanam. Through Shravana, he will reach to Mananam. Through Mananam, he will reach to Nididhyasanam. So with the Nididhyasanam, he will become one with the Ishvara. That is the concept of it. Now, for that, one should have Shraddha. One should be with faith. Shraddhavan. Therefore, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. The same Gita which has told that Shraddhavan Anasuyaha, that person, one who listens it, one who hears it with faith without criticism, that person also gets liberated from this earth. Then he will reach what? Shubhan Lokan Punya Karmanan Prapniyat. Means merely chanting will help him to reach Surgati Loka. It means what? It will fructify Punya. Actually, the Shastra, every shloka is nothing but a Shabda, That Shabda means what? A sound. Every shloka is nothing but the unity of sounds. Now we can have four kind of bhavana into that. Shabda bhavana, Artha bhavana, then Murti bhavana, finally Tattva bhavana. Shabda bhavana means just to have the faith, the sound itself is Ishvara. Okay, Artha bhavana means you just understand what the meaning of these words. That is Artha bhavana. Then Murti bhavana. When you read, you can just fix your mind with Krishna, because Krishna is the teacher of this text. Krishna is the Murti of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is nothing but Bhagavad Gita. When you look at the Krishna, when somebody does puja only to Krishna, he is the worshipper of Bhagavad Gita. In the same way, not worshipping directly his form, one who is doing chanting, he worships Murti, that form of Krishna. That is called Murti Bhavana. Then Tattva Bhavana. Once he is able to assimilate the Tattva, means the philosophy behind it, he becomes one with him. That is known as Tattva Bhavana. That variation is given here. That's all. Then Krishna asks now a question to Arjuna. Let us see what it is. Kachid etachrutam partha tvayaicagrena chetasa kachid ajnana sammohaha pranashtaste dhananjaya. Krishna asks the question, Arjuna, have you listened to my teachings with a concentrated, focused mind? Then also said, because if you have done so, definitely your all doubts will be cleared. Not only that, your delusion might be driven away. Is there that benefit? Are you able to feel it? Te ajnana sammohaha pranashtaha or not. Your sammoha, delusion and ignorance, have they gone out or not? So now this is a question. Now Arjuna answers. Arjuna uvacha nashto moha smritir labdha tvat prasadan mayachyuta sthitosmi gata sandehaha karishye vachanam tava. Finally he concludes, nashto mohaha. My delusion is gone, Krishna, and the knowledge is being gained by me, your grace. I remain free from all doubts. Sthito asmi gata sandegaha. All doubts have been gone. I can see myself established in the liberation. Now I will follow your instruction. Now the answer, which comes from Arjuna's mouth with lots of clarity, Krishna is able to see that. That's all. The teaching means dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna completes. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Now Sanjaya speaks. We should remember the dialogue between Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya alone began in the beginning, in the first chapter. Now again Sanjaya speaks. He says, Ityaham vasudevasya parthasya cha mahatmanaha samvadamimam ashrosham adbhutam roma harshanam. Thus I heard this wonderful, thrilling knowledge, which is the noble one by me. It's because of the grace of Vyasa. That he continues. Vyasa prasada shrutavan yetad guhyamaham param yogam yogeshwarat krishnat sakshat kathayata swayam. This wonderful, noble knowledge is listened by me with the grace of Vyasa Bhagavan, because Vyasa alone gave the special darshan, the special vision. I learned the supreme secret knowledge, that which is in the form of the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. Yogeshwarat Krishnat Sakshat Kathayata Swayam. I am able to listen. I could listen directly from the mouth of Lord Krishna himself. So who is the Yogeshwara, who is the Lord of all yogis. Then Rajan Samsmritya Samsmritya Samvadamimam Adbhutam Keshavarjunayoh Punyam Krishyami cha Muhurmuhu Tacha Samsmritya Samsmritya Rupamadhyadbhutam Harehe Vismayo me Mahan Rajan Krishyami cha Punah Punaha. Now Sanjaya expresses his happiness and his joyful experience of this Shastra Phalam. He says, Hey Rajan, Hey Dhritarashtra, Samsmritya Samsmritya Samvadam idam adbhutam. Remembering again and again the dialogue between Keshava and Arjuna. So, Punyam Hrishyami. I feel myself, I rejoice myself. I feel very happy. Tacha Samsmritya Samsmritya. See, not only that, so moreover, by remembering again and again Rupam Adhyadbhutam Harehe, that universal form of Lord Krishna, Vismayaha me Mahan Rajan, Krishyami cha Punah Punaha. I myself, forget about everything. Just I would like to be and rejoice in that form, that Vishwarupa, the nature, because Krishna is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita means it's nothing but Krishna. So when you see the form of Krishna, when you worship the form of Krishna, that is as equal to study Bhagavad Gita. But when you study the Bhagavad Gita, it is as doing worship, means performing worship of Krishna himself. Punaha Punaha Krishyami. I rejoice myself. Thus Sanjaya enjoys. Then he concludes the last words of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Let us read it. Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishnaha Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutihi Dhruvani Tirmatirmama. Wherever there is Krishna, the Lord of Yoga, wherever there is Arjuna, the bow wielder, there will be wealth, victory, prosperity, and justice. This is my view, this is my understanding. O Bhagavan, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Thus Sanjaya concludes. Let us conclude with the last 4 verses. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Moksha Sannyasa Yogo Nama Ashtadashodhyayaha. Thus the 18th chapter, title of which is called Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, that which is in the form of dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, and also praised as the Yoga Shastra Brahma Vidya is being concluded. That's all. Now usually there is 18th chapter never given as a summary, because 18th chapter itself a summary of total Bhagavad Gita. In the 18th chapter, Bhagavan does 3 times the summary. That's enough, we can conclude. But we have to read again that 11th verse of 2nd chapter while concluding. Let us read, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Ashocyanan Vasochastvam Prajnavadamscha Bhashase Gata Suna Gata Sumscha Nanusochanti Panditaha. In the beginning itself, Krishna says, Panditaha na anushochanti. The jnanis, wise people, won't worry because they know how to surrender in me. Okay, and they don't worry about the people who have died and also who is about to die. Just they will be with the worship of Lord Krishna. Thus this Bhagavan completes this Bhagavad Gita. Harihi Om Tat Sat. May Lord Venkateshwara provide immense power and great capacity to assimilate this Shastra, and also so all problems now we are facing in the world will be also cleared by Lord Krishna, who is in the form of Lord Venkateshwara. Let us end up with his Maha Mantra. Om Namo Venkateshaya. Om Namo Venkateshaya. Om Namo Venkateshaya. With the blessings of Lord Venkateshwara, we are able to conclude now Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I will meet all of you with other source of Shastra. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namo Namaha. Purna Ashirvadams to all. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.